what is the shape of your Agile team? Does it have all the right roles? And do you have exactly the right number of people in each role? If so, congratulations, you have what I would describe as a textbook team. But the chances are good that your team does not have all of the right roles or does not have the right number of people in each of those roles. Your team is what I like to describe as a real-world Agile team. And I have a lot of time for real-world Agile teams. Not too long ago, I worked in a development team in a startup, and it was a reasonably large team. One designer, 2 data scientists, 3 front-end engineers, 3 back-end engineers, 1 product owner, and that was it. Did I mention that the team was doing Scrum? If you're familiar with Scrum, you'll have spotted already that the team was missing a role, a rather key role, the role of Scrum Master. Now, it wasn't a conscious decision not to have a Scrum Master, it was just the way that things had worked out. But the more that we worked together, the more the time went on, the more we felt that the lack of that role was holding us back. And actually, it got to a point where the twin lead developers on the team went to talk to management about bringing on board a Scrum Master of our very own. Long story short, the request was denied. Or rather, it's not something we do now, it's something we look at in the future. So we had no choice but to carry on in a team that we consider to be, well, ever so slightly, the wrong shape. And I suppose at this point we should talk about what is the right shape for an Agile team. And the answer to that question depends a lot on the flavour of Agile that you are doing. Neither Kanban nor Scrumban are very prescriptive about the shape of the team. That is, unless you know something that I don't, and if so, please let me know in the comments below. However, if you are doing Scrum, well, you will know all about the Scrum Guide, and the Scrum Guide is extremely prescriptive about the shape of team that it expects. And I quote, "The Scrum team consists of a product owner, the development team, and a Scrum Master." Just to be crystal clear, exactly 1 Scrum Master, exactly 1 product owner, and exactly 1 development team. The team I was just talking about did not have exactly 1 Scrum Master, and I guess Scrum purists might say we should have found a way to get one. But here's the thing. If we look at a different aspect of Scrum, for example, the events are the sprint planning, daily Scrum, sprint review, sprint retrospective. Perhaps you looked at that list and thought, oh dear, we haven't done a retrospective in a while. And if so, well, the fix is pretty easy. You could hold a retrospective today, tomorrow, certainly. You certainly don't have to dispatch a couple of lead developers to talk to management to get it done. The retrospective, and indeed everything else on that list, is completely within your, or at least within your team's, control. But when it comes to team structure, it's a different story altogether. You're very unlikely to fix things today. You're very unlikely to fix things for free. And in many cases, you're pretty unlikely to fix things at all. You're stuck with your real world team. And I have to say that I have a lot of time for real world teams. You are aware that perhaps your team is a little misshapen, but you're not going to let that stop you from getting on and getting things done. And that is something I think to be admired and celebrated. So I'm curious, what exactly is the shape of your real world team? Are you missing the Scrum Master role, like the team that I talked about before? Perhaps you have a product manager rather than a product owner. Perhaps you have more than 1 product owner or more than 1 product manager. Whatever it is, I would like to hear about it. Let me know about the shape of your hero real-world team in their comments below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Cheers for now.